Iyanla Vanzant, or something along those lines. She's one of those Dr. Phil-esque motivational, I'm gonna make you be the best you type speakers. And if you are unfamiliar with how she really took off, it was by castrating her ex-husband on Oprah's show. And because that's the genesis of her true stardom, I'm not a fan. Not a big fan at all. She had to put a man down in order to raise herself up. Like feminism just does. And she has produced this show for the past few years. I think it's in its last season now, where she's doing her Dr. Phil thing. It's all the same shit. That motivational, the motivational industry is just one big fucking scam. So deal is that it's shit. And every once in a while, as you're sifting through shit, you'll come through an apple or a peanut. And I was tagged in this, which is a peanut. Let's get into it.
Look at me, Ma. Look at me. Look at me. You just sat here and told your son, who ain't got a needle in his arm, who I'm assuming pays his own rent. He's married to a registered nurse. He's got
So, he's an I dude. But okay. She ain't. Mom's not terrible. Mom's not terrible at all. We can see how you were made, my dude. I mean, definitely strokes on the moms. But she's breaking down like, you see, according to what she's saying, just at a base level, not knowing a man anything like that. But he's a married dude. Kids, everything else like that. Seems as if you did a pretty decent job raising upstanding citizen, ma'am.
3 baby boys, and you just sat here in his face and said, I don't respect him as a man.
Mm-hmm. And she's, I don't respect him as a man. I mean, you raised him though, right? One would assume. But do you feel this energy off of this lady? I mean, this is what so many brothers have to go through in their lifetime. And it seems like they may have a few dollars to them. Who knows? But either ways.
And you don't think to consider what that does to his heart, to his...
Nope. It really does, because that's not her nature, Ivania. That's the thing. That's not her nature at all. Her nature is, he's a dude, he can take it. That's why women tend to punch guys and stuff like that, because at the subconscious level, they believe that they cannot harm us. At a subconscious level, they believe that we don't have feelings and they can't harm us. And that's because we have completely different brains. Remember that, guys.
Soul to his spirit.
I'm sure that's hurtful.
And you okay with that?
And it's hurtful for the things that he says.
But there you go. You're doing it. You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now.
So, like I said, this is the peanut, where we are devouring the peanut or the apple right here, because she's just checking it like, yo, like you're putting it back onto you. You automatically go towards changing that, like, yeah, it's him, but, and there's always a but. There's always a but. There is always that, and I'm telling you, it's a subconscious ping where she's just like, yeah, but I mean, my feelings are the feelings that actually matter, because I'm a woman, and thusly emotions and feelings are that's my thing. That's my space. It doesn't matter if it's my son. It doesn't matter if it's my ex-husband, my baby daddy, or whoever the hell else. It's a level of narcissism that I don't really think us as men can truly understand or comprehend. Golly, this is not an attractive woman.
I'm holding you accountable, and you spinning your web. You're trying to get away.
Or circular logic. I mean, that's our terms around here, Ivania. And you are like really soaking in that she caught her in her circle. But I mean, real talk, because seeing this coming from a mile away, and the reason that he's having a harder time dealing with it is because more than likely, I cannot speak to the situation because I don't know if worth a damn. More than likely, it was a fractured or fragmented biological father situation going on there. So as far as being able to, saying like keep it pushing and expressing how one feels in various ways, he's just like, in a lot of ways, he's stunted. I mean, no offense, my guy, none at all. I still bang your mom, but, but I mean, there's certain lessons, there's certain times. As somebody who even had his dad, right? There's lessons that just get lost, that fall through the crack, that fell through the cracks, and my dad was there the entire time. So when you have that fragmented type relationship, particularly with the biological, I mean, the lessons that get lost along the way are insurmountable.
You're trying to get away. Tell me. Just here's the question. Just answer it. We'll get back to that other stuff later. Tell me.
Forgive me. I respect him. He's a wonderful man.
Do you understand that your mouth, your voice, your words are connected to the coils in his?
No, she really doesn't. She really doesn't give a shit. And honestly, would she even, like, how long would such remorse or sorrow really last with such a woman? Because episodic brains, guys, what I talk about all the time on the channel, episodic brains. She is when she goes to sleep at night, when she wakes up in the morning, it's a reset. Okay.
Heart to the vows in his heart. He can't help but love you. And every time you dishonor that love, you chip a piece of him. Chip a piece of him.
Yeah, because it hurts. But at the end of the day, like, as many pieces as she chips, her being his mother, because I'm telling you, it's a completely different ball game when it comes to mom and any other bitch in the world. And the problem is that every other bitch in the world think they should get mom type affection and love and end up getting, the shit slapped out of them because, like, no, you're not my mom. Like, y'all ain't the same thing. And it's amazing. But that's what the Marxist, the communistic, intersectionality, feminist type mindset really pushes.
This is why in our culture as black people, when the boys turn a certain age, the men come and get them and take them away from the mother.
Okay, wait, pause. No. See, what the fuck are you talking about, sweetie? What, did you just see, what was that? Not Minister Society, but Boys in the Hood, and think every young man's relationship with his father is like that of Furious and Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character. I can't remember his name right now. The only character outside of Furious is Ricky that I'm remembering. But either ways, and Ricky didn't have a dad at all. But either ways, yeah, like, as far as, in black culture, this is a lady, I don't, Miss Van Zant, like I said, we got to start breaking this shit up, guys. We really got to start breaking this shit up, because way too many brothers end up not knowing their father at all. It seems to be one of those all or nothing things, like, he was either there and involved or he wasn't. And so, like, there's no coming, and if he's there and involved, there's no coming and taking them from the mother, because, they're together. And you can see right here, this is the sell, because it's not two parents together making it work. It's the father comes and gets the son, as if that somehow has been what was the building block, particularly for descendant Americans. I can't speak to any other group, but as far as descendant Americans go, back when we were like probably in our prime in the 50s and late 60s, yeah, there was the two parent household, the two parent system was the primary means of producing people worth of shit.
Because she can emotionally manipulate him. But since we don't live in our culture no more, we say what we want to say, do what we want to say. We tear our men down. And
sweetie, you're the one that sat there and completely deballed your ex-husband on screen. If I were you, I would kind of kick back with the self-righteousness and the screaming. I get it. It makes for good TV. But it's not escaping me that that in order for you to become the quote-unquote star that you've become, you yourself needed to tear a black man down. So cut the shit, lady, okay?
And wonder why they don't make good husbands and fathers. Mothers destroy sons.
Wives too. Wives destroy husbands. Like, yeah, like, I mean, we all out here fucking each other over now, ain't we?
His mother can speak to him in certain ways that destroy him in ways that can never be repaired.
Yeah, so let's go back to the mom, who's not she's a little bit of a dish. All right, cool. So, yeah, sweetie, like, that's the thing. Never be repaired, i.e., like, that shit's broken. That shit's broken, and she could put on a pretty decent front, but the thing about masks is that they eventually come off. And so, like, you know, with their episodic mind, probably like 2 weeks later, they're right back where they were, because it's her nature, and she's been enveloped in it over the course of her life and her son's. So, guys, like, yeah, it is what it is. But as far as defining black culture, when it comes to blackness, sure, whatever. When it comes to descendants, though, our families were intact. You know, her whole thing is come and get, no, like, yo, you raise them together. You give them that balance. You create that stability for them. That was the point. That was the main point. But they are so happy to just run away from it. It's a little disheartening. I'm not even gonna lie. So, guys, with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Don't be scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from the Teespring and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah. See, like, I just the Iyanla Vanzant's Vlant thing is so fucking hypocritical, because she sat there and shat on her husband like dead on TV, not realizing what I was doing. Yeah, sure, whatever. He got paid, so we ain't even going to trip too hard on that. My man, hopefully right now he's sitting there like balls deep in some 22-year-olds just having a good time. Peace to you, bro. But as far as the damage that a mother can do to her son, and this is even by being present, it's insurmountable. It really is. You know, I mean, as much table slamming as Iyanla wants to do, like, the damage is done. The damage is done. These are things that, like, that only families could have prevented, right? Like, at least putting on the frickin' front of a family would have prevented. But there's tons of stories about that going haywire as well. Either ways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments, okay? And until the next one.